Mana rehat.
Ha? Rehat lah? Wah duduk dalam rumah ni lagi sakit wah jadi. Habis, lu mau bagi wah duit kalau wah tak kerja? Lu jangan risau lah. Lu jaga Amal. Amal kan tak sihat.
Pasal dia tak sihat, Wah sengaja tak nak bagi tahu dia dulu.
Tapi jangan sampai Amal tak tahulah pula.
Aduh, Adi.
Wah takut. Wah takut nanti susah wah nak jumpa mak lagi.
How has the response been for Banduan Akhir?
Well, I'm happy to with the response on the first night where the tickets were sold out. Yes, no doubt that we receive corporate sponsors that buy tickets in bulk and whatnot. It shows that we receive people out there, they really support our cause. Yeah.
And in terms of the messaging, do you feel that it has not only gotten to the audience but also to the outside, to the public as it were?
In terms of message, I think the audience who attended, who came over to watch the play, they share what they watch through. I can see that they share, on their status that they went and watched and encouraged their friends to come. Talking about message, I think the play that we had, performed, it's very straightforward. Even though, how the director make it like flashbacks and the reality, flashback and reality. I think it requires a very minimal focus on to look into the whole story of the play, but the message is very clear. Yeah.
You consider the Banduan Akhir to be a success?
Yes, of course. With the response of the people, with the feedbacks that we receive, and also we are staging it again. We're going to have another staging in Penang on the 12th of December at Komtar. Only one night show, and MSC itself, they are looking for a place in Johor Bahru. So that would be sometime in December as well. So I think it gives an opportunity for people from the northern peninsula and also from the southern to also to watch the play. We also planning to have the play on DVD so that it could reach more people who are unable to come and watch the play.
Tomorrow's the last night, okay, and I hope to put up this video by tomorrow morning. What is the message for people who have not yet watched the play and who intend to come?
Well, they should be as excited as you. Tomorrow's show is the last show. Even though we're going to restage it in Penang and also most probably in Johor, we hope that tomorrow is going to be the normally based on my experiences, my experience in organizing or producing theatre. The last day is where the whole impact of the cast, the mood and whatnot is going to put at the last show of the production. So I think tomorrow the cast will give their full force for the play. So I think I encourage all of you who hasn't have chance to watch it during our last previous shows to come and watch our last show tomorrow.
Sadia, lu takut Ayah, jangan takut. Tak ada apa-apa punya. Wah jamin tu okey. Kau, lu cuma angkat ini barang aja. Okey?
play Vui Kong is actually to act as a fictional character and based on a real life character is two totally different things. But the best thing about if we get to play act a real life character is to actually meet the person himself. But in our case over here, because he is now still under clemency state, so we cannot actually go and visit him to interview him or anything. Even if his mother were to visit him, she would be behind a glass wall and he would be handcuffed as well. Even his sister cannot visit him. So what we did, and to visit the family in Sabah is also like costly and everything. So what we did was we M. Ravi, the Vui Kong's lawyer, came to us, and the director and even Faisal himself, they actually had a few meetings with him. So what they did was they get a lot of information on how Vui Kong is and what is he doing and his background stories and everything. And so we took most of the information that we get and we interpret on our own, we have our own interpretation on the story, and we just built the character and the story from there lah, basically.
Faizal main watak apa dalam play Banduan Akhir ni?
I play Ravi, who is the defending lawyer untuk Yong Vui Kong. He's from Singapore, and he's been working on the case since dah 2 years dah since the case started. The case started 3 years ago, and since then he has become more of a friend than a lawyer. So if you see in the play pun, you can see that mula-mula watak dia is more formal. Cakap pun saya awak macam itulah, but later on you'll see that dia tukar jadi more friendly and friends, sampai dia boleh berseluruh, boleh bercerita, and boleh buat lawak sekali lah sama-sama.
So, I mean, just following the case a little bit kan, I nampak macam Ravi ni it's interesting in the sense that dia macam dia punya exuberance to try and save Vui Kong ni macam seorang NGO. So not just a client lawyer sort of relationship, tapi betul-betul he's really very personally involved in the case.
As a person, because I got to meet him on the first day, because he came and he gave a speech, and from his speech I can see that he's a very passionate person as a person himself. And I would have loved if I got a chance to meet him earlier, so that I get to understand more of this, but I couldn't have. I didn't get the chance to. But still, with that one encounter during the first day pun, I dah dapat the essence of who he is, and I carried that character in the next runs lah.
Macam mana you study character Mak Vui Kong?
Okay. Kami tak pernah bertemu, tak pernah bertentang mata, tetapi kali pertama saya melihat dia punya visual, dia punya gambar dia, saya dapat rasakan daripada mata dia itu sebenarnya menceritakan something. So based on dia punya muka dia, cara dia bergambar dengan anak, dengan Vui Kong, saya boleh alirkan rasa dia yang depressed, yang tertekannya dia itu ke dalam diri saya. Itu caranya yang saya lakukan lah.
Dia Vui Kong's mother ni, dia macam a bit of what kita panggil simpleton kan. Dia orang yang tak begitu sophisticated kan. Susah ke nak main karakter ni tu?
Lebih kurang susah jugalah. Sebab saya memang dibesarkan dalam family yang kita consider happy, bahagia, apa saja kita nak, sebab kita duduk di bandar, kita boleh dapat apa saja kehendak kita. Tetapi Mak Vui Kong ini hidupnya daripada dia membesarkan anak secara seorang, ibu tunggal, kemudian membesarkan anak, kemudian terpaksa lagi bekerja. Dalam masa bekerja kurang mendapat wang, tak dapat pendidikan. Jadi benda-benda itu kontra antara diri saya dan juga Mak Vui Kong. Jadi of course dia mencabar saya untuk membawakan karakter Ibu Vui Kong ini.